Well, good afternoon everybody. Executive Chairman John Faragher joins us, and John, have you been keeping well?
Touch wood, yeah, I've been keeping very well, surprisingly, but no, we followed the guidelines as we hope everybody is, and you know, obviously I just want to make sure that I don't go down with anything COVID related. So I'm trying to be a really good boy and steer clear and behave myself. But yeah, so touch wood, no issues so far, but I'm working from home, obviously. So
yeah, quite. First question, I think the question on everybody's lips, and I'm sure you can guide us on this. At the moment, can you give us an update on the current status of a return to cricket?
That's a $6 million question, really. Look, the situation with regards to the return to cricket, it's changing literally by the minute. As we stand right now, the season is due to start up on the 8th of April, and that's fixed. You know, the first fixtures will start then, and we're planning here and working towards that we can support that date, and we will be ready to support. The ground itself will be ready, and we will make sure that we have in place all the required procedures and safety measures to make sure that we can play the game. The big underlying, or the big question there that everybody wants to know is, well, can I come and watch some cricket? Will I be allowed into the ground? And that is the one question that I literally can't answer at this moment in time. Of course, our plan is that we want to get as many people as possible back into the ground. You know, we want to see the members, we want to see our supporters, we want everybody to come here and watch Essex playing cricket. But right now, we have to work within the government guidelines. We're working very closely with the ECB and the appointed architects, AFL, who are working with us to make sure that we keep the ground as if you like, from a point of view of safety. The ground has to be safe. We have to meet the requirements of social distancing, and that is quite a big task for us right now, because as we all know, the ground is small, it's very compact, and we have certain areas which are difficult to get round if you're imposing on everybody the social distancing. There are areas of concern around the ground. So right now I can't say to anybody how many people we will be allowing into the ground. All I can, please be rest assured that we will be getting as many people into the ground as we possibly can. And as we go forward over the next months, February and March, we will be keeping everybody up to date with the very latest information.
And would you, as we sit here now, expect that the people, if there are spectators in the ground, will be exclusively members?
Yes, I think the policy we're going to have for this season, to make sure that it's fair, is that the only way you're going to be able to come into the ground to watch cricket is that we will have to be a member. And I think that's only fair. And then the membership, we have a very loyal, passionate membership here, and it's only right that they should get first opportunity to come in and see us when we're playing. And we're also very fortunate this year. We've had 130 new life members have joined, which is a sign of confidence in Essex cricket and the future of Essex cricket. And I think people have every right to feel like that, because although we've got these issues now with COVID and all the problems associated, the club is very focused on moving forward and continuing from the great position that we're in. Let's remember, we are the county champions. You know, we had that great season 2019 where we did the double with the T20. And last year when we talk about what happened in 2020, let's remember, we won the Bob Willis Trophy. So we are planning all the time. Our plans for this year are more trophies. We haven't stepped back from the firing line. We know it's going to be tough, but we are getting prepared for that. So we're very focused from the playing side, very focused on winning competitions this year. Nothing's changed because of COVID. We're up there, we're going to be challenging, and I have every confidence again that we're going to see, if this season gets underway, and there's no reason why we shouldn't get a full season in with restrictions, but we're going to be up there challenging to be winning trophies again this year.
But the underlying message is that if you want to see some cricket,
yep,
given the situation, you need to be a member.
Absolutely, absolutely. You will have to be a member to come in and watch cricket.
Okay. Membership packages go on sale.
It's the 27th of this month that they'll be going out to everybody. Yep. So
I mean, we withheld the direct debit payments, and obviously for COVID.
Well, yeah, that's right. And what we did, we took a decision here that the membership were very good with us last year. I mean, they got they got basically no cricket. And they've been very loyal to us. And it would seem wrong to me to suddenly announce we're taking the direct debit payments for this year. It doesn't sit well with me. So at the moment that will not be happening. And we will be continuing to review that. We will review that again around in mid-February as to what is the right thing to do. But that doesn't stop. If people want to come in and join and renew their memberships, then please do. We're more than happy to do that with you. But in terms of the direct debit, so people can, they will not see anything taken from their accounts during the month of January, and nothing will be taken until we actually talk to you again and keep the membership fully informed.
You mentioned earlier about life members, 130, John.
Yeah.
That's quite phenomenal.
It's a good number.
I mean, for a season where nobody saw any cricket, to have that. But I'm sure you want to stress that life membership has been reduced in price from 2021, hasn't it? With
it has.
Savings.
It's a good deal. If someone is looking for themselves or for a gift for somebody, I mean, it represents excellent value for money. And I would encourage people to look at that, because it is a particularly special deal, which we did to try and encourage people to stay with us, come back, join up again, just to make it an attractive package for people to be members with us, because we want to repay the membership for their loyalty for last year. That's so important to us, that.
And mentioning that loyalty, the club decided, didn't they, that we would offer some fringe benefits as well to those members that did renew.
That's right.
Year. I'm sure that's still on the hot
It's still very much. I mean, the one thing in there where we did say that people would be able to have a meal, complimentary meals, and those sort of things. At the moment, we don't know what the catering situation will be when we get cricket going, just how we're going to handle catering. I can't promise at this stage that we will actually be providing catering facilities, because under the guidelines that wouldn't be possible. And I can't see, certainly in the early part of the season, I can't see that that's going to change. It just becomes, it's virtually impossible if you're keeping social distancing and health and safety to be actually people sitting down having meals. It's not going to happen. That's the blunt statement. Certainly in the first couple of months, in the first 2 home games that we have at the start of the season, I think there's no way you would be able to have catering, that they're used to. But that will be reviewed as the season goes on, and obviously we want to get that back in. Of course we do, but we have to be very careful how we go about that.
Yeah, small steps, isn't it?
It is small steps, yes.
Just revisit that direct debit system. When actually will the direct debit system kick in again, John?
When will it?
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Right.
All right. It should have been this month, and we stopped that. And we were then talking about, would we do it in February? We're going to look at the February sort of half-term time as to what's the next steps to take, and we will then let people know. But at the moment, we have no plans we haven't set a date as to when we want to take the direct debits.
Right. Okay. And obviously membership packs will be distributed well ahead of the season. We've had the first tranche of fixtures. There's talk that the remainder, or certainly another tranche of fixtures, should be announced at the beginning of
February. Yes, 1st of February. We are due to be provided with the second half of the season fixtures. So that takes into account the T20 games, the 50 over, etc., and then the run into the end of the season. We know the start of the season we got a string of championship games, important games for us right at the start of the season, but it's the second half when you get into the 50 over and the T20 that will be announced in February.
People making that commitment, we've already touched on life membership. Is it easy to upgrade from
Very easy. Very. It's a phone call into the office. If you don't want to come in at the moment, obviously it's closed. But you can do it online, or it's a phone call in, and that can be handled. It's a simple, straightforward process. And
would you consider, or hasn't been discussed yet, that priority would be given to life members should fans come back into the ground?
No, I mean, we haven't finalised our sort of plans right now. Obviously, in my personal opinion, I think if people opting and joining and becoming life members, then they should naturally make sure that they're included in any of the first allocation of tickets. That's only right. But no, how we're actually going to handle this, once again, it's a discussion, it's ongoing the whole time, but we'll do it in as fair as possible way to make sure that the members, how can I put it, it's important that the members, we recognise how important they are to us. They're the base and the foundation of this club. So we've got to make sure that we do that correctly. And we could jump in now and make a decision and then change it, and that looks very poor management if we keep changing our minds. So what we want to do is, when we get into the situation when we have all the fixtures, when we know what's going to happen about the direct debits, then we'll make a decision and an announcement about how we're going to handle tickets and allocation, etc. But it's a complicated process, because we've got to talk about how we're going to sell T20 tickets, etc. And they will obviously go on sale in the first instance to members only. You'll have to be a member to purchase T20 tickets, and that's only right, but that's what it should be. The members have to come first in all that we're doing.